Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy Education London, and this is our grade 9 hack for your English language exams taking place this Thursday. Now, depending when you're watching this, I wanted to go over a super important and easy way for you to achieve a grade 9 in your creative writing. Now, you may be wondering, hang on, what am I referring to? And is it too late? Can I still use this in my exam? Now, the answer is yes. If you are watching this on a Tuesday, even on a Wednesday, there are some things that you can do to allow you to achieve the highest possible marks and guarantee you easy marks in the exam. Now, I'll be going over it in detail in this video, and I'll try to keep it as simple and easy as possible and just try to make notes and follow through. You may need to take a few screenshots because I'll be going through a few documents, but follow through, and if you stay all the way until the end, you will make the most out of it and you'll be able to maximize your marks in the exam. Now, it's a proven method. I use this to achieve the highest possible grades in English, and the same system, the same method I teach my own students at Easy Education London. So if you are interested in joining our amazing online classes, do consider joining, as we have expert and qualified teachers helping you achieve the best possible results. Our spaces are limited. If you are interested, link is in the description for our classes. You can sign up using our website www.easyeducationlondon.com. Now, let's have a look at it in further detail. Now, before we look at the paper, we all know that many students struggle with their imagination. They struggle to write a story from scratch. So my advice to you would be to pre-plan this question. So let's have a look at it in further detail. Now, as you can see, this is a past paper exam, and it reads, write a story about a life-saving rescue. Now, majority of students, they will probably write from scratch. They will write from their head. And to be honest, that's not being efficient and that's not being smart. We at Easy Education London want to make your learning easy. So what we are advising you to do is to pre-plan your story. Okay, so pre-plan your story. That is super important. So you may be wondering, sir, what do you mean by that? So you need to memorize a story before going into the exam so that you can use it as a base, okay? And that being the main body of your story in the exam. And all you do is you tweak your story to fit the question. So the easiest example I give to my students is if you memorize a story about an abandoned house. Okay, so the house is abandoned. It's in the middle of a forest, or it's near the countryside. It's marginalized from the rest of society, and it's dingy, it's dull, it's jejune inside, there's cobwebs, there's creaky floorboards. You get the idea, right? Many of you have probably done this question a million times. So what you can do is you can memorize your grade 9 story on an abandoned house, and all you do in the exam is you tweak it. So for example, if the question is, write a story about a life-saving rescue, all you do, okay, is the story that you've memorized, okay, you copy and prepare and write the same story as you memorized, but the only difference now, I'm going to do it in a different color pen, in purple, you add this element of a life-saving rescue. So for example, you are in this abandoned house, and then there's this creature, or there's this intruder, and you're about to be attacked, and they've got this weapon, and suddenly you realize you find something, or you find an object, and you use that object which you found in the drawer to hit or attack the intruder and save yourself, okay? And that little part, okay, will be the life-saving rescue. But majority of your story, which you've memorized, like I said, 90% would be already before you go into the exam. So this is literally a grade 9 hack for your creative writing. And honestly, leave a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section what you think, because it's super important. I just want to hear what you all think of this idea and this hack. And this is a trial and tested method that I've used for my students. And in previous years, they have achieved grade 9s for English because of that. I've got students who got 39 out of 40, 38, 37s, when in comparison at the beginning of the year, they were averaging 22, 23, 24, etc. So it's something so simple but effective. Now, because this is Easy Education London and we want to help you, I've got some generic paragraphs, both for positive and negative, that you can use and apply in your exams. Now, as you can see, these are some negative weather paragraphs, which are grade 9, which you can use and tweak in your exams. Now, for example, the story on the abandoned house, or the question I've shown you, write a story about a life-saving rescue. Generally speaking, most of your story will be negative. So if you memorize paragraph 1, 2, and 3, okay, and tweak and add your own twist to it, then that in itself will help you achieve top marks, because all these paragraphs literally have a variety of language devices. They have ambitious vocabulary, they have a variety of punctuation, X, Y, Z. So you can use this as a sort of body, and you can tweak it before you go into the exam. And to those of you who I teach, I'm sure you know this, we've already planned this, and many of you are almost guaranteed a grade 9, because we've done this question since January 2024 in our online tuition classes. So all you do in the exam, you write it out literally, and you tweak and you adapt the story based on the question, and that's it. So that's on negative weather. I also have one on positive weather. Now, these are generic paragraphs which can work for any question. Okay, if you don't believe me, think about it. In any story, can you describe the sky? Yes. In any story, can you describe the wind? Yes. In any story, can you describe the sea? Yes. X, Y, Z. So there's common things that you can always describe regardless of the story. So these are generic paragraphs that you should try to memorize for grade 9 success. So that's negative weather. Now here we have positive weather. So you may think, but sir, how can I have a positive weather paragraph when I've got negative? Now, to answer that question, you want to use some juxtaposition. So remember this life-saving rescue. Towards the end of the story, suddenly you are rescued, okay, and then you essentially change the mood, change the atmosphere by switching the focus from negative to positive. The weather changes, the sun is out, and here is where you implement and use paragraphs 1 or 2, okay, whichever one you prefer. So this is literally an amazing way to get marks for structure, and it's also juxtaposition. So if you use that, then you'd be able to achieve your top marks. So that is essentially the grade 9 hack for success. I hope it is clear. I have gone over it in further detail. If you do have any comments, let me know in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, please leave a comment. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. And yes, if you are watching this tomorrow evening, or well, if you're watching this on Tuesday or Wednesday evening, pre-plan your story. Even if it's Wednesday evening and you're watching it, pre-plan a story and try to remember as much as you can for the exam. So let's say, for example, you're watching this on Wednesday evening, just before the night before the exam. I would say somehow try to write it out twice or even 3 times before you go into the exam, because honestly, you'll hopefully thank me. And these are easy marks for you in the exam. And that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I do highly appreciate the support. Do help us get to 10k subs, as we are doing a massive mega giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. And yeah, do follow us on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, and also on YouTube, and do share our videos, as it does help our channel grow. And we have covered English literature, and the good news is, yes, we did get some of our predictions correct. We have received a flood of positive comments and amazing feedback. And the interesting thing is, we have correctly predicted an inspector calls questions 2 years in a row. And also the Edexcel power and conflict, or the conflict cluster, we did make the right prediction in terms of which poem will come up. Now, obviously, we did get some wrong, but that's completely normal, okay? Unfortunately, we don't have this crystal ball where we can predict everything. But that is it for today's video. Best of luck for your exams, depending on when you're watching it. Thank you all for the support. Do subscribe, like, and share for more. Thank you.